This is my Anna apple. I had to dig her up this summer because the rains were so intense that she was drowning. And so when I dug her up, I put her in a pot and she recovered. I call it having her in ICU. She was losing leaves fast. I put her in a pot, let her dry out, but kept her moist but not wet. And she recovered. She's put on new growth. And I had to get her in the ground so that she could get settled for the winter. And that rabbit manure is so old, it's not going to have very much nutritional value, but it'll be just enough to get her settled in. We got 2 months, 2.5 months before our first frost, so that's plenty of time for her to get established, take up the ingredient or the nutrients that she needs, and let her be on her way. Now I had to put her on this swale because when it rains, the water will leach down from her into the swale and run off. She was on the low part of the garden, and that was a very bad place. Alright, what I have here is my Myers lemon, my Satsuma right here, I have my tangerine, I have a blood orange, and then I have my lime right here. And I'm planting them in a circle 5 feet apart. Since citrus is an evergreen, they don't shed their leaves in the winter, and I have to protect them since they're tropical plants. I protect them with these pickle barrels. I'm going to get another one and set it right here and put it right here. I'm going to take the tags off. Oops, I'm fighting a train. Hang on. So what I have here is a pickle barrel. I'm going to get another one and put it right here. I'm going to take the tags off, scrub them down, and fill them, put them in position, and then fill them with water. Once I do that, during the winter time, the sun is going to heat those barrels up. And at night, it'll help keep my citrus from freezing on those cold, frosty nights. gonna go change clothes. I'm starting to get hot. It's only 65 degrees. I think it's all the fog and humidity because my hair is all stuck together, and I think I'm just more humid than hot. Now, since citrus has surface roots, I'm going to plant my citrus a little proud. In the summer, we have weeks of rain, and like my apple, I'm afraid this might drown. So I'm going to plant it proud, about 3 to 4 inches above the soil level, or ground level. And I'm going to take my scraper, scrape the sides, because I do have clay in the soil. I'm going to scrape the sides so that the roots, when they hit it, they don't think they're in another container and just starts, spiraling around. And I'm going to amend the soil with some very old rabbit compost, which is not full of nutrients, but it's got enough in there to kind of green it up. It's kind of looking kind of sad, and it'll green it up a little bit and feed it and get it to roam out and explore its new home. I will also be putting some mycorrhizal on the root system to help it get going. Now, one of these pots has an ant bed in it, so if you see me just all of a sudden abruptly stop, that's what it is. It's an ant bed. There seems to be little pieces of broken pottery out here. I'm not sure if my grandparents had a greenhouse out here at some point. I don't know what's with all this broken clay pot, terracotta. Break up the soil really well, and let me amend it with some of this old rabbit compost. Oh, there's worms and bugs and all kinds of stuff in here. That's good. Mix it with the native soil, break up the clumps. All right, let me see what the root system on this thing looks like. So let's see what's in this pot. It's been in here for about a year. You gotta be careful. Gosh, I hope those ants aren't in there. Ow, thorns. Wow. Oh. Let's really stir this up good. Oh, the bugs and the worms in here are wonderful. That's a little too high. That is way too high. So, let me take some of this out. Ugh. Try not to disturb the roots too much. Yeah, this is a little high. Okay, that's about right. All right, right here is its graft. It's going to face north. I'm going to spread these roots out a little bit. I'm just tickling the roots. I'm not going to try to disturb them too much. Now you have to keep in consideration that this hole will sink down, so don't get freaked out. Trying to get the soil that doesn't have all the clay in it, which is hard to find. Alright, I'm going to have to quit filming audio because they started the fans up on a Sunday out in the backyard, so I'll just plant the rest of them and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay guys, it's been 2 years or 2 seasons since I planted all of this. And here's my citrus ring. Right here's the Meyer lemon, and the reason why it's so fat and not tall is because a friend of mine was moving some debris in the bucket of the tractor and it hit the top of this tree and snapped it in half. So this tree is going to be wide more than tall. Here is my lime. This is its first season producing for me. I may only have 1 lime, but I'll take it. Now she ended up looking a lot like this. This is a new transplant or new plant in the garden, and it's just trying to get its feet under itself. I have amended the soil with some lime and some iron, trying to help the guy out, or help it out a little bit. And that is a Washington navel. So when I first plant these trees, they always look like this, especially when they were cold. But as I said, this tree used to look just like that one last year. But it's, as you can see, it has recovered. I just got to cut that little branch out. So don't be shocked when you see my citrus that high yellow or chartreuse color. It will get better, I promise. And here is my blood orange. As you can see, it's got plenty of fruit on it. You have to forgive the noise. There's some construction going on. It's just loaded in fruit this year. Absolutely loaded. Alright. Right here is my tangerine. And she's got a little bit of fruit in here as well. The reason why I didn't show you planting all my fruit is because of the noise, and this would have been about a 3-hour video. Just absolutely perfect. A little tangerine. And here's the Owari Satsuma. A lot of new growth. It does look like I have a little bit of an aphid issue, but that's alright. I can treat it. It'll go away. And tons and tons and tons of oranges. I think I heard somewhere that they call the Owari Satsuma the Christmas orange because you harvest them around Christmas. But just absolutely loaded. Just what a beautiful plant as well. Look how dark green everything is. Just so dark green. Just beautiful. And back to the lemon. Now this is the second year or season that this is produced for me. So yeah, I got ladybugs on patrol, so they're going to take care of this little aphid problem I got going on. I never had aphids on my citrus before. And the Anna apple that I planted 2 seasons ago, well here she is. She's about 8 or 9 feet tall, and she bloomed for the first time. Super happy. She really took off once I transplanted her. And unfortunately, about 3 nights ago, the deer came in and chewed all the new growth off. I have 2 deer actually. I have a buck and a doe. It's trying to push out new growth, which is excellent. I've never had a deer problem. I've lived here 11 years. I've never seen a deer. And then all of a sudden I got deer. But I think she's pregnant or she's already given birth. It's hard to tell on a trail cam. I'll put that footage up later this week. But look how thick her trunk is. I mean, she looks amazing. Alright, let's get back over to the citrus and close this video. So, I know it's rather unusual for me to show you, do a garden tour, the full garden, and then go back and show you how I started it. But I lost this footage, and I just found it last week. So I decided just to show you how I started this whole garden and get it up to where I am currently. And next video I will show you how I did all or most of my landscape fabric. If you want to see the full garden tour, I'll put the link down below. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments section. Appreciate you being here, guys. See you later. Bye.